Hello everyone, this is Pico Entertainment and we're back again, and here now we have another video for you, and this will be a quick report on Black Adam and its second weekend at the box office and what the future holds for any potential sequel or extension into the DC universe. Now there may be spoilers in this video for the movie and all others within the DC cinematic universe, so just beware when going into this overall video. And you can check out my non-spoiler and spoiler reviews of Black Adam, and I'll leave some links within the description. So on to the box office then, and in its second weekend within US cinemas, the film has suffered a 59% drop to gross $27.7 million in its second weekend. The movie has now grossed $111 million domestically within the US. Alongside its international totals, the film has crossed over $250 million worldwide. Now, whilst this isn't an absolute horrific disaster, a 59% drop is pretty much the standard for these big budget superhero movies, and many outlets have tried to give praise because it's tracking ahead of Shazam, but to be honest, I think both Dwayne Johnson and WB would have aspired to have far more ambitions to hit higher targets than the likes of Shazam. And when you consider the movie's near $200 million budget, to gross only $250 million after 2 weeks isn't really good signs going forward for the future. This is especially when the movie has had next to no serious competition going up against it for the last couple of weeks. We also have to consider that the movie has potentially one more week at the top before the arrival of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which we all anticipate will hit at least $150 million in its opening weekend. So I'd say overall this total over the 2 weeks for Black Adam is still very much concerning for any future ambitions of a sequel or Black Adam being involved later on within the universe. It's really now going to have to rely majorly on its release in China, which I believe has been reported to come out on the 11th of November this year to try and make up the deficit that it's not making in US and other markets. But will that be enough? If we look at it realistically, if it wants to get to any levels of profitability, then it's going to need to gross anything from around 150 to 200 million over in China to try and attain the total amount that Johnson and WB were hoping for. And I really don't think it's going to do that. We've seen in the last couple of years, particularly with Marvel, that movies are less now relying on China in terms of overall box office. And I think it does again highlight the fact that for all of the hype regarding Henry Cavill's Superman returning at the end credits of Black Adam, that this version of Superman doesn't really have the connection with audiences outside of social media. Now this is something we've talked about multiple times on the channel, that when it comes to the Snyderverse, it really is a fan base that is primarily trenched on social media. And you really have to come out of that bubble to see much more that the reach that this fandom particularly has. And once you do that, you will see that it doesn't really have much impact amongst the general audiences. So all of this effort that we've seen all last week to promote Cavill's return hasn't really resulted in strongholds for the second weekend of Black Adam. And we ask the question again, if the fan base is really that big as what many have projected it to be, then why didn't Black Adam gross more in its second weekend? It's another reminder again that Twitter doesn't reflect reality. Just because you get thousands of clicks or hashtags or you have thousands of followers, that doesn't equate automatically to box office sales or profits. It really wouldn't surprise me that many people who are clicking on the Henry Cavill Superman hashtags haven't even seen the Black Adam movie itself. They've literally just seen the 5-second clip which was leaked on the internet and just gone on from there. So they don't really have any investment in Black Adam as a character or indeed the DC universe itself. And this is something that the studios really need to start understanding and getting to grips with when it comes to promoting their overall content. So at this stage, we're not writing off Black Adam at the moment. As I've said, it's still got other territories to open in, and we've had many other examples of films that have underperformed in the US but have then gone on to have really strong totals worldwide. Some of the examples include Hobbs and Shaw, which Dwayne Johnson starred in, and even some of the Fast and Furious films, which have had declining box office runs in the US, but have been saved by the massive amounts that they've accumulated globally. So this is the ballpark that I think Black Adam is looking for now, but again, I'm really not sure that it's going to get the necessary grosses in overseas territories now after 2 weeks of release. We really are going to see a dwindling down in its overall totals before the hype ramps up for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. So at this stage, my original estimation of around 650 to 700 million overall gross for the movie is way off. After the first weekend, I did put that down to around 500 to 600, but maybe now we are possibly looking at anything from 300 to maybe 450 tops. And that's not really good enough in terms of gaining any profitability or indeed showing any signs that Black Adam can be a viable entity going forward within the DC cinematic universe. So there's my overall thoughts and quick report on the second box office weekend for Black Adam within cinemas. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think there's still a chance that the movie can still gross big in the next upcoming weeks? Do you think it will still be able to hold on to second place after Black Panther Wakanda Forever? Or do you think now that this is the most amount of money it's going to make and that the film is a complete bust and that Dwayne Johnson will probably walk away to future solo projects and this will be the last time that we will see Black Adam feature within the DC universe? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you have any other suggestions regarding movies or televisions or any other topics of any entertainment industry that you'd like to see me cover, also let me know in the comments and I will see if I can provide more commentary for you on those subjects within the future. Please also hit and like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves and I will see you very, very soon.